Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next, and today is another scary video. That's right guys, I'm coming back at you today with another scary story. I'm excited because I feel like I said to you guys, I've been really nostalgic lately about the scary stories. So here we are, and we're about to embark on another scary adventure. So this is a story called The Basket, and The Basket is a scary story. It is based on an old British folktale called The Headless Woman. A version of the story appeared in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alvin Schwartz as May I Carry Your Basket. But enough of the jibber jabber, let's jump right over to the story. The Basket. Gabriel Fisher spent the evening in the pub with his dog Trotty by his side. It was just before midnight when he finished his last drink and started for home. Outside, it was cold and frosty and as silent as the graves. He thought he saw a figure moving in the distance up ahead. As the man walked on down the road with his dog, he saw that it was a woman walking ahead of him. She was carrying a basket on her shoulder, and it was covered with a white cloth. When he caught up to her, he looked to see who it was, but it was dark, and she was bundled up against the cold, that it was hard to see her face. Trotty started to growl at her. "Good evening," Gabriel said. "What brings you out so late?" But the woman didn't answer. They walked on in silence for a while, and then Gabriel said, "May I carry your basket?" Without a word, the woman took it off her shoulder and handed it to him. From inside the basket, he heard a small voice say, "That's very nice of you." And that was followed by wild laughter. Gabriel was so startled that he dropped the basket on the ground. The white cloth slipped off, and out rolled a woman's severed head. He looked down at the head, and he stared at the woman. It's your head," he cried in horror. His dog Trotty gave a growl and fled in terror. As the woman stooped down to pick up her head, Gabriel took off running too. The woman chased after him, holding her head in her hands. He could hear the footsteps behind him. She was gaining on him. Then he looked down and noticed something rolling along the ground beside him. It was the severed head. With a ghastly laugh, the head rolled in front of him, trying to trip him up. But Gabriel managed to jump over it. He could hear the slap, slap, slap of running footsteps behind him. Then, the head sprang into the air and sank its teeth into his ankle. Gabriel screamed with pain and shook off the head. He tried to run faster, but the woman's body and her head stayed right on his tail. The head sprang into the air again and bit into his other leg. He let out another scream and kicked the head away. But just then, Gabriel came to a small stream. With a mighty effort, he leaped across it and kept running, not daring to look back until he got home. His dog Trotty was waiting at the house when he returned. Gabriel looked back in the darkness, but the headless woman and her severed head were gone. Holy shit, that was scary. Can you imagine walking with your dog, just walking home at night, and then you see a woman? And I guess I was having a hard time understanding how he was walking with her at first, but I guess it makes sense. It did say that she was bundled up against the cold, so I'm assuming she had some kind of hood up or something like that, or a scarf wrapped around her face. And it was only when he saw the head and he like really looked at her, he realized it wasn't just dark. She literally didn't have a head. There was nothing in that hood. I don't think I'm sleeping tonight, guys. Holy shit, that was scary. Now, but in all seriousness, it wasn't that scary, but it was just a fun little story there to tell you guys a little bedtime story, sit you around the campfire and tell you a story before you go to bed tonight. I kind of miss this. I miss the telling the scary stories. It's just, I don't know. I stopped doing them a long time ago because it just wasn't fun for me anymore. But I don't know. It's kind of nice. It's wholesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little story. If you don't want the Headless Woman to appear in your nightmares, you have to smash the like button, otherwise she's gonna come for you at 3 a.m. Gone wrong, gone sexual, police called, he came to my house. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Remember the most important thing, chase your dreams and keep on fighting. Peace out, guys.